your health. Okay. So yeah, idea generation, guys, is pretty much important. Okay. All right. So, Mom Zaya, are there any more further tips that you can give the students for idea generation before I move on to arrangement of details? Don't leave the discussion. The most important part is next.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Zaya.
So, hi, sir. Hi, everyone. So, as for organization of details, so what I've observed so far is that most of our students are either having a hard time picking ideas. So, there are two things there. It's either that you have a lack of ideas at all, or you have an overflow of ideas. Now, there's one thing that I can teach you that applies to both people. Well, what you can do there is that the first thing that will come into your mind, go choose it right away and then defend it further. As a person who speaks in a way that it's too swift, as you can see right now, I am a fast-paced speaker ever since before. So that was my weakness or my kryptonite way back when I was still studying for the IELTS. So the best way for you to be able to express your thoughts in a way that it's organized, but at the same time you're able to stress things out properly, is for you to just pick one idea, the idea that comes into mind first, and then expand further. Also, just add a pinch of creativity, guys. It would not harm you at all to add a pinch of creativity right there. Add in some bits of imagination right there, because as a student of Elite, what I have learned so far is to never ever just go with the flow. Never go with the flow with the competing things that's happening. If a lot of people are doing this, if they would say that their favorite food is pizza, go pick another one. Or if you can't really, at that moment, you can't think of anything, then say the pizza that is quite expensive with truffles and also some gold bits right there. So try to enrich your imagination as well as your ideas. Read, read, and read. And also listen to podcasts. Guys, if you're a person who is having a hard time, an onerous time because your schedule is quite hectic, I would suggest that you listen to podcasts, namely BBC or Lore. These people right here have a gamut of lexical resources that I have utilized way back then. Enrich your mind, be imaginative, and also be faithful with what you can do, and just go against the tides. So I think Sir Joseph is right back now. Let me give him back the floor to Sir Joseph.
Thank you so much, Zaya. Hala, taas ng energy ko ngayon na naman, guys. Okay, so yes. Now, let's talk about how to arrange details. I know that you have heard this from me before, but let me explain this to you further right now. If you are a student who just joined our free live discussions, guys, by the way, remember that Elite Intellect is live every Sunday. That's 10 p.m. Philippines time. We give free live discussions to everybody, right? Free live discussions to everybody. If you can follow or like our Facebook page, turn on the notifications so that you get notified every time that we are live, because we are true to our goal, which is to help the students who does not have the opportunity for them to review, right? Right there. No? Okay. So, arrangement of details. Eto na, no? I do see a lot of students who have a hard time in arranging their details in a way that they don't know what to say next. That is why I have formulated this type right here of structure for you guys to make sure that you are formulating well on the test. Okay? So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so fact. When you are answering on the examination, your examiner experiences one of two states. Okay, pleasure due to a glib, connected, and expanded response. No, when you're really good with your delivery, your ideas are well, they're connected with with one another, right? And then you're saying one detail, you know what to say next, you know how to end it. To your examiner, it is pleasurable to hear that, right? However, guys, sometimes they do experience confusion due to disarray on the response. Put it this way, your sentences are not flowing together. When you put your sentences together, there's a problem with your idea generation, your connection, and your relation as well. Sir, question. Is it required for me to arrange my details on the exam? Yes, if you're aiming for a 7.5, 7 and above, you must arrange your details on the examination. Do not believe the urban legend which says, oh, it's just an interview, just have to answer. It's not an interview, guys. It's not just an interview. It is the interview. So I want you guys to arrange your details. Okay, Sir Joseph, I get your point. Now, how do I do that? Here you go, my love. Your delivery should be like a flowing river. It goes along with the current continuously without any pauses in a puddle. No? Imagine mo tuloy-tuloy yung stream of ideas and it's not stuck in a puddle. So how do I do that? Here you go. Arrange your details this way. Your direct answer, and then after that, give your expansion. After that, your example, and then your closing statement. So if you are on Facebook or at Zoom, take a screenshot. Sabihin niyo, pagtapos na kayo mag-screenshot, talagang gagandahan ko talaga to. Yung ibang estudyante ko talaga, may pagkaluko-luko. Isesend sa akin ang pangit ng itsura ko. Okay na po? Nakapag-screenshot na? Alright, good. Now, so what do I mean by direct answer? Look at this one. This contains your central idea about the topic. It is a direct response with no accessory introductions. Okay, Sir Joseph, clarify on this one. What do you mean by accessory introductions? Accessory introductions are, that is an interesting question. Wow, I never thought of that before. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the topic I was asked to talk about is no accessory introductions. You don't need to make an accessory introduction if you can just give your direct answer as quickly as you can. Sir Joseph, question again. What if the question is quite difficult? Like it's difficult for me to formulate an idea. Make a background statement about the topic, right? If it's difficult for you to expand the idea, I want you to make a background statement about the topic itself. Let's say you were asked about economy, right? What are the ways for your people, not the government, to improve the economy of your country? Ang hirap mag-isip nun, guys, right? It's quite difficult to think of actions of the people to improve the economy. So what should I do? I'm going to make a background statement about economical development, right? Economical development is one of the most imperative things that a country might amass. So the people can contribute to this by, there you go. That's a very long time for you to think, right? Instead of saying, can I have some time to think? Allah, don't say that. I know that you have seen it on a lot of YouTube videos, but don't say it because you can as easily give them a smooth introduction by making a background statement or state your direct answer. So let's take a look at the sample direct answer here. Look at that one. Who should be in charge of children's behavior, the parents or the teachers? The direct answer is, I concur that it should be the parents who shall serve as tutelage for the youngsters' demeanor. Sir, what's a positive point about this one? Look at that. First things first is you were able to use an academic word. Second is you were able to paraphrase the question, and then you stated your answer directly. So that's your direct answer. First time to attend, sir. I love the way you present this. Thank you so much, Tam. Thank you, my lovey. Welcome here at Elite Help Center. Okay, so yeah, instead of beating around the bush, right? You just state your direct answer. Or if you find it hard to think, make a background statement about the general topic. Now, what else? Apart from the direct answer, guys, the next part is the expansion. Okay, so sir, what should I be doing on the expansion part? Briefly explain the direct answer. 1 to 2 sentences should be enough. Never over expand on the topic. You might get lost. Okay? The problem with some of the students is they tend to overly explain. right? And when you overly explain, the thing is, you run out of ideas or you get lost on your own idea. 'Di ba? Sa kaka-expand mo, naligaw ka na. Sa kaka-expand mo, wala ka nang masabi. So it's enough for you to expand the idea for 1 to 2 sentences. Okay, so, sir, how can I expand my ideas? Here, I call this signposting or I call this compartmentalizing. How do you compartmentalize on the exam? You can, A, explain briefly based on your views and observation. That's good. B, cause and effect. If the topic is relatable to that, you can also say problem brought about by the topic and its possible solution. You can also say advantage of the topic and the disadvantage of the topic, or you may talk about the past, present, and the future of the topic. But guys, as you can see, I have placed it on the last option right there. No? I have placed it on the last options right there. Past, present, and future. You should only be doing this on emergency situations only. Your flotation devices can be seen under your seat. On emergency situations, that is the only time that you're going to be using past, present, and future. Sir, give me an example on this one. Okay, let's say you were asked, what can you say about the eating habits of the people, right? What can you say about the eating habits of the people in your country? Well, given that the Philippines is an ever developing country, the people in the past tend to opt for what is viable for them. They tend to go for what is convenient in a way that their livestock, their own produce are just in their backyards. Nowadays, people are still for what is convenient for them. However, they do tend to order online or eat fast food. And in the future, I can see that there will be further development concerning this one, given that there's always a steady progression with technology. 'Di ba? You were able to talk about the past, present, and future. No, pero don't only do this when you are on emergency situations, no? Baka mamaya ikaw favorite food mo lang. Favorite food mo lang ang tanong, nagpa-past, present, future ka pa. Huh? What's your favorite food? Well, in the past, I love eating adobo. And in the present, I still love eating adobo. And in the future, I will love eating adobo. Don't do that. Okay? Only do the past, present, and future of the topic if really run out of ideas. Okay? All right. Hold on, guys. I think the microphone may have been losing a little bit. I am so sorry. I still do not know how to use this one. Okay. Naluka si Je. Okay, guys. Rizlane, I am studying IELTS with you, sir. Hello. Hello, Riz, my love. Congratulations, one of my students who just landed in the United States. In United Kingdom, Riz. I miss you, my love. One of the best students of Elite Intellect 9. I can guarantee you that. This girl right here, si Riz, naku, bigyan mo ng writing topic yan. Ngingitian ka lang ng bata na yan. Ngingitian ka lang niya. Smile lang siya. Tapos wala pang 20 minutes, tapos na niya yung essay. Yeah. Okay. First time to join. I like the way you explain, sir. Regards. Hello, Mary Grace. Welcome. If it's your first time to join, know that you're welcome here at Elite IELTS Help Center. We are live every Sundays, 10 p.m. Philippines time. Allah, nag-plug. Okay. So what else, guys? I miss studying pala, sabi ni Riz. Sorry, dyslexia. Let's take a look at this sample expansion related to the question earlier of who should be in charge of children's behavior, the parents or the teachers. Look at this one. In a way that they are the first educators of the children. They should inculcate prodigious values and character to prepare them for the world outside. Nakita niyo yung expansion, guys? Simple lang. It's not too long. It's not beating around the bush. It's not going around in circles. Look at that, right? Good expansion right there. Now, what's next? Example. It is important for you to have an example too, and note that examples are flexible, okay? It is a supporting detail for your example, for your expansion. So, Sir Joseph, I have a question, common question, Sir. What are the types of examples that I should be using on the test? Okay. You can use your own experience, okay? You can use your country as an example or other countries as an example. You can use a